Hey, what's up, guys? It is DJ. Today we got some new mods to take a look at for Farm Sim 22. A total 44 mods were released today on the in-game mod up, including quite a few of the ones that you guys have been asking about. All platforms got 20 new and 18 updates, and PC and Mac players got 5 new and 1 update. And if you like staying updated with all the latest mods in Farming Simulator, get subscribed and let's go. It's gonna be a long day. Starting off with some new ones for all platforms, we got a new map for you. This is Chapadão, but it's also got a real name.
Chapadão.
Yeah, there you go. Will not say it the way that I said it, because that's just wrong. This is a big old map. It is a big squared off map with some big squared off fields. If you guys are wanting to do some fun flat farming, here you go. This is based in Brazil. It's from Lost Gamer and Krajow, so you guys know it'll be good. As far as what we get on here, there are some new crops. We have black beans, we have peanuts, and we have coffee beans, which is very, very cool. Now, looks like the coffee is exactly the way coffee's been before, so make sure you have those mods set up. However, it does give us something to be able to use for the peanuts. Check this out. Oh yeah, it has a kind of a modded Grimmy Vintner 4150, and this will hold your peanuts, so you'll be able to do that. And unlike the last mod map that required coffee stuff, well, that didn't require coffee stuff, this one actually does. It does require the AGCO K3500, which, well, let's face it, you have to have this anyway, or you're not harvesting the coffee. Those F-word pivots are also in here as well. And you can see we have a few that are already put down for us right over here. So there's a couple fields that are preset for these already, and they're already down. So you don't even have to put your own down. They're just already here. As for everything else, it's a pretty flat, open map. I mean, there's really not a lot of undulation. And by not a lot of, I'm not quite sure if there's any whatsoever. Heading over to the main farm, there's not a whole lot to speak of here, but one of the nice things is it does allow you to place your own stuff down. There's plenty of room right here. So there you go. You've also got the other buildings that you can sell. I know that said move. There's a PC mod where you can move placeables, and well, I left that installed the minute I downloaded it. As for everything else on the PDA, stuff kind of gets expensive. $3.4 million here, $2 million, 2.3, 2.7. The main farm that we have is 1.3. So you're going to be spending a lot of money when it comes to this stuff, but let's be real. It's a big open flat map. You're going to be making a lot of money as well. As far as the growth calendar, it is completely custom. 2 thumbs up. Great to see that. And taking a look at things that we get in the base, we have the John Deere 8 R280, so it's a low engine. We also have the New Holland CR 1090, which is on the opposite end of the spectrum. Berthoud Bruin, we do have a Mahindra Retriever, a tipper, which is a little bit small for the tractor combine setup. We do have a 12-meter header for the combine. We have a Kverneland planter, which is nice, and we have couple of those F-word sprayers. There are required mods for this again, only 3 of them, and these, other than the Mega Silo Pack, I totally understand. Next up for all platforms, we have the New Holland TC Pack. This actually comes with 2 combine harvesters, and it comes with headers as well. However, the headers are a separate mod, so we'll talk about those next. Starting off, we have the 175 horsepower engine, which engine setup at the top, you would think engines, right? No. So we have stage 4 and stage 5. However, it changes up the interior, the exterior stuff around with the engine. Yes, I understand the engine's changing, but also the interior's changing. So they should say that or make it separate, one of the two. Then we have wheel brands. We start up with Trelleborg. We can go to BKT, Midas, Vredestein, and Michelin tires. No setup or changes for any of those. Warning signs, we have yes and no. Now that's going to add them around towards the front and around towards the back. Chop shoot. This one's around towards the back, so we can change that. Although you're probably not going to see that unless you're walking around on person or on foot rather. Chopper guard. We also have that around towards the back. You will see that. And then the smart sleeve system, which changes a tiny little thing right in there, which I can't see anything of, but it's $5,000. So there you go. We also have different engine covers as well around towards the top hand side. TC 50,000 celebration decal, or 50,000, yeah, 50,000. There you go. GPS, yes or no. Can't wait for that to actually work. And that's it. That is all your customization there. Now we also have this other version as well, which does change up the horsepower, which is kind of irritating, but it is what it is. And it does also change up the interior, so be ready for that. These are going to be quite expensive, all the way up to 258 horsepower. However, everything else is going to be identical, so all the other customization options are the same. And here's the headers that go along with it. The New Holland High Capacity 720 CG Headers Pack. What a name. So in here we have a 4-meter working width, which we can change up the crop dividers, as well as the crop dividers, and the table cover, color, something. Yeah. And then we can also change up a few things here as well on the larger 4.6 meter version from 4 meter. Definitely go with that one. So there you go. Same stuff. Everything's going to be exactly the same. Although on this one, we do have, whether you're on the TC5 or the TC4 connection, just make sure you choose the right one so that it lines up perfectly. Again, the canola table cover, or color rather, which is only going to pop up whenever you, are doing canola. That's not the only New Holland header that we have today, though, because we also have the New Holland Pack Header 5.1 M. This is a 5.1 meter working with a header for the old school combine, which actually it says combinations, but there are no combinations here. And then we also have the wheel as well, or no wheel, the spare wheel. Well, we've got that. This one's an interesting one because this is also the header trailer that goes along with it. But as far as I can remember, New Hollands don't have red wheels. Call me crazy. I believe this is the combine harvester that they are intentionally or expecting you to be using. Something super exciting from Hispano modding after what feels like forever of doing the preview of it. We have the AGCO Baler pack with Windrower. So excited. Super, super fun stuff here. So we have 3 Massey Ferguson balers and 3 Fendt balers. Now, yes, this would be super duper cool to be using over on our old Street Farm series. However, we're probably not going to because you guys would complain about it being cheaty or something. Nonetheless, we do have a baby baler here, which you can put a 20 meter working with windrow on the front. I just want to point that out. We also have a small little guy here as well. Would be cool to have a Fendt version of this without having to have the windrow on the front. I may say something to Hispano about that. We have shown these off countless times, but if you're just checking it out for the first time, basically, we have different things here as far as the brand decals, but those are only going to be on the windrow in the front, so you can make it a John Deere windrow with a Fendt baler if you really wanted to. As far as the balers go, these are going to be those base game balers, so nothing wild and crazy with the exception of that Fendt, which is a little bit different, and I'm not sure if we have this one base game or not. We do. I stand corrected. So they're all basically identical. You take the base game baler, and then it's got an attached windrow on the front, which you can change up the brand decals for, the colors and everything, and they're going to be coming in working widths of 10.3 meters, 12 meters, 16, and 20. They are absolutely insane. Just for funsies, I've gotten myself a Fendt 1050. We're going to unfold the baler. This is a 20 meter working width. We're going to fly through the air a little bit, but because we got wings, it's basically like training wheels. So we should, cough, cough, should be okay. I've got bale sizes at 180 just so you can see it. I don't know, the bales. I think I'm only going to be able to run 2 of these at a time, because this is a really large swath. I think those swaths are like 12 or 14 meters, something like that. So let's turn it on. No fast farming with this, unfortunately, so don't be expected to fast farm with it. 12 miles an hour is as fast as you are going to be going. However, because I'm on PC, I like to fast farm. I am DJ Goham after all. So let's fast farm a little bit, have a bit of fun. But as you can see, we are missing a little bit here and there. But yes, it works. It works great. It works. I'm losing control. Don't fast farm with it. Don't fast farm with it. It's not worth it. Let's just bring it back down. How's about that? Very fun. A lot of good times to be had with this. If you guys are looking for some big balers with Massey Ferguson or Fendt, well, we've got them now. This next mod is just so cool. This is called the front tool holder for towed tools. Now, there's a single wheel version as well as a double wheel version for a little bit extra added support. What this does is you hook this up to the front of your tractor. All right. Now we have a couple different setups for the wheel itself. We have a standard and a wide tire, more or less. And then we have all kinds of color options, but go with Onyx Black. You will thank me. Now, as far as this goes, It's just so much fun. So the pictures that they shared on the website are hilarious. It's just such an insane piece of machinery. So you hook up to the back. Yeah, this is the one that I wanted to show you guys. Look at that massive weeder with fertilizer being spreaded behind. So this is kind of cool. Most of the time you would have to have a front mounted tool, but with this you can mount almost anything to it and be fine. All right, so I want to try something incredibly dumb. Now, on the inside of this is a 3-point hitch. This is also got a little regular hitch. However, I realized that the roller idea was not going to work almost immediately. So we get rid of that, and we're going to grab this, and we're going to hook it up to a tedder. And I'm going to see if I can, let's see, fold front to, oh, look at that. Look at that, look at that, look at that. Oh my goodness. We could lower down. Kabam, kabam. We could even, oh yeah. Look at that. There's so much to do with this. It's so dumb. I love it so much. This is one of my favorite mods already. So we're going to pull around towards the front. I'm going to grab this tedder right here. Oh man, I tell you what. I cannot wait to see what Mississippi, Driver 53, and all these guys do with this. Normally that would be me back in the day, but I'm busy. All right, let's drop it down. Let's grab a hold of the tedder. So stupid. And we're going to head out to the field, and we're going to ted and bale at the same time. Now, I'm going to tell you, so I kind of already did this. I have a pre-tedded field. So, yeah. However, oh yeah, wait, could this fold? Hang on. Oh, that's great. Don't do that because it's dumb, but it will do it. All right, so we'll drop down the machine itself. Oh, the wheels even turn. That's so cool. It's so cool. It's so cool. Oh, I'm so excited. Let's fold this baler, and then we should be able to drop the tedder down, turn it on. This is so stupid. I love it. So you see my genius here. This could be a really interesting, unrealistic way to do stuff. So we are tedding and baling all at the same time. And it's very maneuverable as well. Actually, having a tedder on the front of the tractor, this is actually kind of nice. I can see what I'm doing and where I'm going. And the baler's just like, yeah, I'll just pick it all up. Thanks. Yeah, that's awesome. There's so many other ways that you could use this, though. I don't know what they are. So I want to see what you guys come up with. Hey, if you got a crazy idea, let me know down in the comments. Next, we have the Case H 720 Plow Pack. This includes 4 plows. So we've got a 2.3 meter, 2.7, 3.2, and 3.7 meter working with versions. They require a bit of horsepower, but not too bad. Only 219 for the 3.7, but it's a big boy. It's a lot of tines. Was it 8 different tines down there? So yeah, or 8 shares. You're good to go. Now, wheel options on here, we've got Trelleborg, BKT, and that is it. And we do have the US rim and the Hungarian rim, which is pretty cool. Coulters, we've got up and not at all. And then as far as the IH, we have the IH decal. We have the Case IH decal and the Hungarian decals as well. Very cool. Now, we can also change this up with different colors, so that's kind of neat that you could change that if you wanted to. And I just think it's neat that we're getting more Case IH implements. From Carl TG, we got the motorcycle trailer. This weighs 1.2 tons, and whoop, you can bring stuff up on it. We've got multiple different color options here for rims and everything else, which is very nice to see. Now, let's go in. Let's grab something nice and easy. Maybe a old pickup. There we go. That will work just fine. You can see the size of it almost immediately. It's not a very, very big trailer. However, because it's a motorcycle trailer, as it stands right now, we're going to have to do a wheelie. So let's hook up to it and fold the car. Oh boy. So the answer to lowering the trailer is actually no. That's going to be tough. Next up, wedge foot roller from Shaban Modding. Now, this is something I think we talked about at Farm Some News, but it feels like it's been a few months ago. It's a 2.6 meter working with 16 mile per hour roller, 125 horsepower required on this. And as you can see, we have a hitch around towards the back side of it. So that must mean we can run 2 of these things, right? Well, let's find out. I've been looking for an excuse to drive this tractor, so today we get to find that excuse. Yes. Let's get hooked up. There we go. Looking good. Can we do anything? It's turn on roller. How it seems to be a passive turn on the roller kind of thing. Yep. Very, very passive for there. And then, like I said, it's got this trailer hitch on the back of it. You might be able to maybe pull something else if you really wanted to. I mean, we can hook up to these. We know we can. I'm just not quite sure there's any reason to. One other thing to note, the weight distribution between the two is really interesting. So, you know what? Let's just drop the one on the back. There's no reason to keep that. And check this out. Whenever we go over bumps like this, we really get to see it balance it out. I think that's pretty cool. And then you go one way, and it's like holding the ground. It's done really neat. Also, I think I know why we can't turn on the roller, or shouldn't turn on the roller, because if we went over anything like this, it would just demolish the ground. Although it is deleting my tire tracks from back there. So that's kind of fun. We get into the field, not doing anything, turn it on. And I don't actually know what up. What up? Next up for all platforms, we have the Namyslo front coulter. This is a mulcher. So nice mulcher you can throw on the front of your tractor. We do have a protective cover setup. We also have lighting options. Then we have a main color set, and then a design color set, which is very nice. 60 horsepower, 3 meters at 12 miles an hour. Next is the Amazon Catros 5002. This is a disc harrow for you guys. And we've got a couple different designs for the back. Now, if this looks familiar to you, I'm pretty sure this was the base game of Farm Sim. Was it 17, 19, one of those? I vaguely remember using this a lot, and I'm pretty sure there was a hookup back then anyway to be able to run slurry. So you could use this on the back of a slurry spreader as well. 140 horsepower, 5 meters at 10 miles per hour. It's also 30 grand, being a very, very, very cheap alternative to tilling up your ground. Next is the Shortwood trailer. This, we have multiple options. So for the bunks example, we have aluminum or steel. And then for the main color, we could change that up for your frame. Design color, this is going to be changing up the colors of your bunks themselves. Design color, very interested here. Oh, that's going to be your fenders. Very cool. And then rim colors are rim colors, and they have given us chrome. Now, there's some stuff you probably don't know about this trailer, making it maybe one of the most versatile logging trailers in the game. We can actually change up the location of the bunks. Dead serious. I'm trying to find a way where you guys can actually see this. Maybe right there. Yeah, there we go. That'll work. So we have two working modes. In the first one, we have unfold trailer. So what this is going to do is just kind of bring everything around forward and stop us right here. So that is in a folded state. So let's bring it back around. We also have a lift pickup, which I'm not quite sure. Oh man, look at that. All the wheels drop down. Big yeet. Big yeet. That's pretty cool. All right, I just found that out now. Then we have a couple other setups. So we could take bunk number 4 and bunk set number 1 and bring those forwards and backwards. This is around towards just the front though. Then we could take 3 and bring that forward, and we could take 2 and bring that around as well. So there's a lot that we could change up just from simply moving these around. So basically we're moving 2 sets at a time, or just 1 set at a time. And by using your joysticks, you can make some fun animations. Then we also have the rear axle, which could be raised or lowered, depending on what you want to do. Very cool. Very, very cool. Then we change over to working group number 2, and you could probably guess this moves everything around towards the back. And if you want to reset up, just fold it up and rock and roll. This is such a cool trailer, man. Such a cool trailer. Next, we have the Lizard Z263. This is a round baler, makes 125 centimeter round bales, and we could change up the stickers a little bit to find what you like. Then we also have color options, but they are all orange, and rim color options, which are not all cream. One of them's white. This makes, well, it says 3,000 liter bales, but as we know, 125 centimeter bales can be really anything in the base game. Next is a motorhome. This is the Lizard Premium Max. Now, they say that this is a very, very, popular style of motorhome used in Argentina. So that's something a little bit different for Farming Simulator. Wheel setups, we have a standard and twin wheels. We're going twin, obviously. Decorative stripes, we have single, double diagonal, and without. Let's go double diagonal, why not? We also have branded stickers for, antenna. We also have satellite stuff. Let's go with satellite, and then there we go. So it is we have John Deere, Case, Massey Ferguson, New Holland, Valtra, Stara, Challenger, Kloss, Far, Fendt, Grimmy, JCB, Ponzi, and Lizard. Hey, that's pretty cool. Let's have a Case IH one. Why not? Solar panels, we have a couple different setups for panels. We'll go all three. Main color, it starts with a base red. However, let's find ourselves a nice Case red. And the color of the decorative stripes, we'll go black. And then the awning color, let's just make that black. That'll work. And the rim colors are rim colors. No chrome, which is a little bit unfortunate, but is what it is. Let's get ourselves one of those. Let's find ourselves a tractor. That's not going to work. That's not going to work. That's definitely not going to work. A little farm all will do the job just fine. Let's back it up, get it hooked up. We can unfold, which kind of opens us up to go take a nap or something, and that's all we can do. So let's jump around, see if we can get in here without any issues. Not much issue. Got some stuff around here, stuff plugged in. Looks very, very good. I'll give them that much. However, I'll say this too, because they used mirrors on the inside, those mirrors are like set to like in the middle of a rando field. And so it's a little bit uneasy feeling through there. And then we have our bathroom and shower and everything, and through here. Yeah, very cool. Now let's talk about placeables. First one's going to be the barn with cows from 750 Ti modding. So each one of these doors, minus the two in the middle, holds a surprise. The first set holds where we buy our cattle. We can hold 30 cows in here. Then food goes right here. And we also have straw and stuff like that goes around towards the other side. Now, if we close this up, we get our slurry from there. We get our milk from right over here. And then inside of here, we can park up any of the vehicles that we've got. And you can see how it looks around towards the backside. Again, very nice, beautiful, beautiful building right here. As far as specs, if we look down at the bottom right-hand corner, 30,000 liters of food, 30,000 liters of milk, 30,000 liters of straw, and 500,000 liters of slurry. Next is our American Silo. This holds 3 million? Yeah, 3 million liters. Price is going to be 120,000. And then you can see right here we have our grading, and then right here is where we pick everything up. Now, if this looks familiar to you guys, I think that it probably should. You see it now? This is the grain mill on the base map. So this and this are the same with a few small changes. And we got another one. This is the Manor House in, well, to me it says Krajow, but it's actually pronounced
Krajow.
Yep, not the way I would have pronounced it. Anyway, nonetheless, this is a nice house. It does look pretty cool on the outside. However, big issue, as with all kinds of houses, no interior. You gotta go to all the trouble to make a really nice exterior. Make the interior as well, come on. Next is the small brick garage. This one is gonna cost you about 30 grand. We do have 4 doors along towards the front. 2 pink ones and 2 black ones. On the pink side, we have a couple places to be working on stuff, although it doesn't actually do anything in the game. And around towards the side with the black doors, which is just storage. Next to last, we have the Park Decor Pack. This includes a picnic table. We have a trash can, a sandbox, and a shed, which, unfortunately, I can't get the doors open. I don't know what's in there. Oh, there's nothing. Oh, well, never mind. And your last new one for all platforms today is the Placable Signs. This includes a boo-koodle amount of signs. All of these are like stickers that you put down on the ground. Jump over to decorations, jump over to others, and you're going to find them all here. Now, I stopped putting them down after, like, this one, I think. But there's so many more in here. All the animals, basically every icon in the game, it's in here. Not only that, we've got, like, stuff like this. Oh, my goodness. I'll put it upside down. Oops. That building in the last mod was backwards. I had to turn it around. You've got, like, stickers you can put down. Well, I don't know why you would, but You can. Why wouldn't you? Put a little mower in there. Oh, look at this. I put this over here. Oh, let's put all of these in. Yeah. Oh, let's go. Rock pickers. Yeah. Anyway, super high quality, really high detail. That one's tweaking out a little bit, but let's not worry about him right now. These are so cool, man. It's update time, and boy, oh boy, do we have a bunch of them. Very first is the Alma, Missouri update from Celebuki, version 1004. The building of the fire brigade has gotten an interior and can be used in a roleplay game. Alfalfa has a new planting calendar and can be mowed more often. All vehicles and the career starting point have been moved to the main farm. Gravel road textures have been changed. Instead of the big pole barn, there's now a workshop at the main farm. The decoration on Field 3 is split into two so that you can have more control when changing the appearance of the farm. The static fence was also removed from farm number 3. Instead of that fence, a new placeable fence was put down, which can be removed and changed regardless of whether the farm is in your possession. A new placeable fence with barbed wire is available in the decoration section. The animal system has been changed, and now, in addition to several breeds, we have females, males, and cubs of each type of animal that are visually different. Also added new animals, ducks, and goats. That's right, we got baby animals as well as ducks and goats. Cow barn on the main farm has been rebuilt and gotten a pasture. Shares with the sheep farm. Goats will produce milk. Added chicken coop on the main farm. All animal stables on the main farm in new farmer mode now come with animals. Animal feed has been changed so that the feeding animals with silage will have a slightly better effect. Added wind pump and the free water on the main farm cannot be sold or removed as there are rotating parts, which would cause an error when trying to remove the pump. And soybean straw can now be used to make forage. That's not all, just wouldn't fit on one page. They've also added a lime station near the railroad silo, and the selling price of popcorn butter has been significantly increased. Obviously, these changes do require a new game save. However, as far as I know, this is the last update to Alma, Missouri, unless there's any game-breaking issues. Next up, for Mac Trucker 921, we have Eastern North Carolina, USA, version 1213. Fix the issue that would not allow the bunker silos to be sold at the BGA. Fix the issue that the placeable vehicle shop trigger was not showing up in the store menu. Fix 2 collectibles that were unreachable. Updated the particle effects for straw and grass. Added sweet potatoes as an additional fruit type. Added various modded vehicles and planters to plant and harvest the sweet potatoes. And added sweet potatoes as a food type for pigs. Next is Wiebendorf. I mean, it's Wiebendorf, I know that, but Wiebendorf, yeah, version number 2. A new score is needed. I think they mean a new save game is needed, but gotta love translation. So what do we have? Well, fixed unevenness in fields. Floating curb removed. Farmland number 1 is now free. New fruits, spelt, millet, and triticale. Removed Brand's grain silo from the farm. Bale storage on the farm removed. Bales and pallet storage integrated into the map. No extra mod needed. BGA removed. New street lights been placed down. New fence at the carpentry shop. Can't say words. New manure tank on the farm. Added decorative trees. Supermarket replaced by the farmer's market. And yield adjusted. If you thought that was it, we still have, I think, 2 more map updates. First one is Castile, New Horizon version 1004. This is the summer update. They say hello to the entire community. Update 1004 for summer is now available. You can continue with your save game, and if you start a new save, you will notice the changes. New translations have been implemented for Dutch, Danish, Finnish, Norwegian, and Swedish, and we have new compatibilities. Those include disable modifications or TLCs that add new crops or new productions. Castile New Horizon has registered a total of 245 items for crops and productions, and you can have activated modifications or DLCs that add a maximum of 9 new crops or 9 new productions. Otherwise, the map will not load. So keep that in mind. We also have tweaks and changes for increasing the price of some products for more profitability. It's always good to make more money. They've also completed the configuration and modification of the poplar crop. Touch-ups at the feed factory point of sale. Touch-ups at the point of sale for agricultural supplies. Changes in some factories in the industrial estate, adding another entrance or exit to the facility. Maneuverability. Very cool. Maneuverability is a fun word to read out loud. Retouches in some productions increase the honey production of bees, and touch-ups on the ground. They do say, note, there are more lands that you can join and edit their limits. And we have new content. Warehouse for chopped productions, potatoes, beets, and greenhouse carrots. Universal bucket with more capacity. Bell fork. BioBaler WB55 baler modification to work with poplar crops with color options. An informative note, here you work the poplar crop. You do not get bales of shavings, but bales of chopped ones. Use this baler to work the poplar. And another informative note, the autumn update will come with important changes that will require new game saves. So heads up there. Remember to follow the social networks to stay up to date, and you can ask the modder any questions. That is Alberto with CYL Modding Studio. Enjoy. Moving along, we have a great update to Riverview Farm from Cavalier Roy. What I did, version number 1.5. Invisible water plane has been fixed, and all buildings no longer cost you money to remove them. This is save game compatible, so no save game required. Here's one you've been waiting on, the John Deere 40 series, version 1001. Surprisingly, this is the first update. They've added new models, the John Deere 4640 as well as the 4840. They've added new models for the 4040, 4240, and 4440 with open cabin, fixed the decals, fixed the steering hydraulics for the two-wheel drive models. Various other errors have been fixed, and compatibility with the mod from EY Modding. That's the John Deere 148 and 158 front loaders. So here's that John Deere update. So here is the four-wheel drive with the cabless feature, and then here's the two-wheel drive with the cabless feature. Probably one that you guys will be going for here. Let's see if I can find a way to get those stupid blue things off. There we go. When in doubt, go Michelin. So cabin design on here. We have the one. We've got a little headache rack with some beacon lights on top. Design number 4, which is super cool. Loving that. Design 5 throws on the beacon lights. Design 6 actually adds lights to the front and the back. So that's cool. And then we can do design number 7 with a different setup for beacon lights. It looks like that's the only difference between that. And then we also have the warning signs on there as well. Let's just go with warning. How about that? It's all just amber all the way around, although it does look like design number 6. I don't know if those are amber or not. They look red. I don't know. Let's get one of these and just kind of see what's going on. So we turn on beacons, and that's what we get. So I'm not utilizing the 4-ways. That's the 4-ways, which are just down around towards the side. That's beacons. So console players will now have that. Also, it does look like it's a little bit cut off as far as the this thing on the top goes. Anyway, not too big of a deal. Also, we've got a couple new models to take a look at here as well. Obviously, I'm going to put this here because, I mean, come on. Of course I'm going to. Let's jump back in here and let's show you these. So we have the long and the two-wheel drive long. These are, these look awful. We have the 4640 engine, which is 174 horsepower, as well as the 4840 with 203 horsepower, giving you more power, and it is better than ever. Oh, yes. Now, my question here is, do we have setups for the cabin? And nope, looks like these are not available in cabless versions. Maybe this one? Design configuration? Nope, unfortunately not. Next, the Valmet 1203 version 1.1 added Nokian tractor special tires, added German, French, Swedish, and Norwegian translations, added versions with the Valtra J81 front loader, fixed the wrong implement schema placement when attaching something to front loaders, and fix the front weight collision being active when no weight is selected. Next, we have an update to the new Holland T5 AC DC from Farmy. This is version 1011. However, I have gone through the changelog and cannot find 1011 anywhere. We have version 1010, but nothing new. And the Volmer short disc Harrow Series 101 version 101 added support for dynamic lowering script. Lizard Z283 version 1.1, they have changed the PTO, added attacher configuration for the Ursus C330, improved animations, fixed the center mass, and reduced the price. Placeable traffic light functional version 1.1, you can now choose left or right-handed drive. This means you can use it on virtually any map now. ESC Large Sheds, or the Escape Large Sheds, as I like to call them, version 1.2, improved the modeling and textures, improved the indoor lighting, now the gates at the front and back of the sheds, and new sheds. Manor Machinehall Pack version 1301 fixed the lighting issues, the doors opening incorrectly, and the segment gates opening incorrectly. Transmitter Tower Pack version 1.1, 3 new models have been added. Liftable FillTypes from Yoast version 1001 fixed the names for the premium DLC crops. I think before they were air, now they are no longer air. Next up, the liftable pallets for Premium Expansion version 101 set the base weight and mass of all premium DLC types to 0. So this means they're basically weigh nothing. And the exact same change log to the liftable pallets for Platinum Expansion. This is version 102 though, however, everything has been set to a weight and mass of 0. And your last update for all platforms, the Etunnel Reinforced Arc version number 2, added action for activate or deactivate the object storage. Jumping over to new ones for PC and Mac players, we have the map Chadlington. This is located in the middle of South England in the county of Oxfordshire. Now, this may look familiar to you guys because this is the same area that Clarkson's Farm is based around. You may be saying, well, don't we already have one of those? Well, we do. It's from a different modder completely. And this is a 4X map. This is not a standard size map. It is a 4X. Now, they do say there may be areas that you may recognize or be familiar with. I have been to this area, and I don't recognize any of it. As a matter of fact, this area, it feels like it's going the wrong way. It is the farm shop. They've got cute farm shop on here. Yeah, I mean, there's some cute little stuff here going on. Let's see if we could slow ourselves down a little bit and drop down from the flight. Can we open this up? I don't think we can. Nah, there's no buttons that are popping up, so there's nothing. However, we could cheat and find out that there's nothing inside the farm shop. If we go around to the side of it, we've got an area here, but that is kind of it when it comes to the actual area. Nothing else looks the way that it's supposed to. The ground is completely different. There's huge differences in undulation of terrain in real life. So I think the only thing that this map really shares is the name, and that's it. That's all I could tell that this shares is the name, which may be a little bit clickbait when it comes to map names, but well, what are you going to do? It's PC only anyway. There are a lot of base game placeables and things like that, so you're going to find a lot of that stuff. There's also one required mod, the Lamborghini R6 250 from Gaming Flow. As is tradition, taking a look at the PDA itself, here you go. There's a lot of areas that you can buy in and out. If it looks like it's lagging a little bit, well, it's been doing that to me since I started, but that's kind of the way 4X maps are anyway. I've got my entire PC set up for 2X maps. That's what I play on. So we get a little bit of lag otherwise because I have stuff turned a little bit high. As far as our crop growth goes, it looks fairly close to the way the base game is. There are no custom crops, so do not be expecting those, although the oilseed radish is, I think, a different color. I'm not actually sure kind of what's going with the oilseed radish. It's on the wrong page. I don't know. There's also showing two different kinds of grasses here. So we have that grass. So maybe it's field grass and the other grass? Not quite sure what's up. There we go. I can use my mouse again. Yeah, I'm not sure what's up with that. Anyway, so there we go. We've got that. There's no custom mods for the map, so don't worry about that. And then we have our Class Axion 870 as well as that Lamborghini 250. We have a Class Scorpion and a pickup. We also have a couple Rudolph tippers. We've got the Elho rock picker upper thingy bobber, a plow, cultivator, seeder, sprayer, and a couple telehandler tools to help you out. No combine harvester, as is tradition, and so on and so forth. So there you go. If you're looking for something that's a little bit big and English, well, here you go. I don't think there's too many UK-based 4X maps out there, so this may be the one to go for. I know it's just one, but here's your required mod anyway. We also have another map for PC and Mac players. This is Neuffener Valley. This is a regular 1X map. However, it's a map that's already out. This is Neuffener Valley, but for PC and Mac players. And I will say this, as far as I could tell, it's exactly the same as the console version. They even left the changelogs the same, which say prepared for consoles. So, yeah, this is, it was just straight up copy and pasted over. And I really don't know what else to say about that. Neuffener Valley is not a map that I have played, so if you're all about it and you're on PC, you're like, oh yeah, sweet, PC and Mac only version now. Hey, jump on it and let us know what's going on with this one, because the modder, unfortunately, has left that one blank. Nonetheless, here is your PDA. We don't have any custom crops whatsoever. Here is your crop calendar, and we have owned items from basically everything. So yeah, there you go. Just like the crossplay version, there are required mods, and I'm actually making this video a little bit earlier then all of the mods have been put in here. It's also Universal Crusher and Concrete Production Plan, which are also required. Next new one for PC Mac Player is not a map. This is the Crez 6443. We got a pickup truck. Well, semi-truck. It's a big old truck. 350 horsepower or 600 horsepower. I like how it says cheat on there. Very nice. Wheel setup. So we have a standard and standard number 2, which are your mud tires. And yes, your spare tire also changes, which is always cool. Facing setup, we have configuration 1 and 2, but that may not be changing anything for you because you have to have the standard first wheel on. Lighting configurations, we have a couple different setups at the front, wing configurations around towards the back, and we have some colors. So main color option, we have disc color option, which are your wheels, hub color option, and then a license plate. However, we do have some things that come with this. We have the hopper, so 60,000 liter capacity on here, wheel brands from Continental, Trelleborg, and then we have some main colors and rim colors here. I don't know why here main and rim is normal, but on here, rim is not normal. And on top of that, the wheels are not the same. So I don't know what they've done there. However, the wheels are the same here. We do have an off-road trailer or heavy-duty trailer, something like that, 45,700 liter capacity. And we've got all the stuff through here. However, hub color changes there. So it's kind of like they're all just a little bit different. Like 3 modders make this mod. Next up, the PolGrom AUS Atena I. So we have a few of these. We have a 2.5, 2.7, and 3 meter working with. They're cultivators at the end of the day. Rollers, we have a couple different setups for rollers on the back. You may notice on the largest one we have 2, but on the smallest one we actually have 2 as well. Well, I'm just an idiot. I drew hook spacing. You can make that small and wide, but going to work either way, so there's really no point. And then we have different link setups for the front as well as the main cutter. And your last new one for PC Mac players is the hand cart. Now, I don't know why this did not come to all platforms, but it is very cool nonetheless. It also has a 500 kilowatt hour battery. So this is battery powered, believe it or not. It has to. It's a thing. We have 4 mile per hour max speed, and it holds 300 liters. Now, as far as everything else, we could change up the colors, and we've got all kinds of different colors for the framing, but wood is wood at the end of the day. So there you go. We're going to get ourselves one of these. We can tab to it, and we have first and third person, and we can push it around. But remember, technically in the game, this is vehicle. So, yes. It's kind of neat, though, isn't it? Can we fill it up? Yeah, fill it up. We got some oats here. Wonder if we could dump this out. Unfortunately, you can't fast farm with it. I've tried. Let's see if we can climb a hill right here, eh? How we doing with that? Actually, not too bad. I will say this. Whenever that goes down, our guy seems to do all right. He's not flying around or anything. It's a little weird, but it's not too bad. And it does not look like we have a dump trigger. How do we use this? Turn on the hand cart? Do we have to turn it on? Okay. Stop the engine. Unload here. But it's unloading it outside the area. Huh. Okay. Different. Wasn't expecting that. Let's fill this back up again. We got oats again. It is off now. Unload here. Why do you have to turn it on and off? Oh, I have so many questions. Since it's PC only, why don't you just pick it up and run with it? It's way faster. We do have an update for PC and Mac players today. This is a Lubricating Grease version 2.3. Changed the unit from KG to G. Lastly today, here's one that I don't normally do, prefabs. However, I thought this was important. The Powfinger FLC 253 hitch system from Black Sheep Modding that was released with the Powfinger mods last week has been released for anyone who is making mods to add this to their trailer. So this could hypothetically be on any trailer or maybe anything. Can't wait to see what the community does with this. And that is it. Thank you for hanging out with me. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, drop a like on it and get subscribed to the channel if you are new. I know there's a bunch of new guys out there. We got a good video already today over on Old Stream Farm. It was like the most frustrating silage sale ever. I was supposed to be like 2 minutes, and I think it took 12 or 13. So if you want to see me struggle, definitely go check that out. Otherwise, have a great day. We'll see you later.